Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Dick here once again, and it's time for the one that most of you are waiting for, my favourite console of all time, the Dreamcast. Oh yes. Right, let's just get right into this, shall we? Okay. Alright, first on the pile here is House of the Dead 2, which, by default, one of my favourite Dreamcast games. Well, a lot of these are, to be honest, but I'm a big fan of rail shooters in general, if I'm honest, and this is definitely one of my favourites. I always wanted to play Typing of the Dead, by the way, but it wasn't actually released over here. So, but this does just fine. I remember I actually used to have the light gun, and that was always it was a lot of fun. But later in life, I realised that you can actually play this game a lot better if you use a controller. You know, it's just how it works. You know, so whatever. Great game. Space Channel 5, another sort of a classic by Sega. Ulala is actually quite a popular mascot, I believe. She recently got in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and she's in a lot of Sega compilations actually. But I've never actually beaten this game. I've gotten to the last boss. You know, there's like that bit at the end where the controls reverse, and I can't get past it. I suck, so I do want to get around to it at some point, but yeah, still a really good game. Here's a great game. Yeah, this is actually a Ready to Rumble boxing. Yeah, this was one of the first games I actually had for the Dreamcast. It's okay, it's not great, but it's not bad for a boxing game. Yeah, I didn't really have that much fun with it, if I'm honest, but aye, right. Well, speaking of which, I actually wanted to show all my fighting games together, and I've just talked about that one. Okay, first up, we got this, my fighting games right here. Dreamcast was an amazing system for fighters, you know, nobody can deny that. Here we have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, I mainly bought this for collector purposes. You know, I kept hearing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's the reason I own a Dreamcast, and here I am, biggest Dreamcast junkie on earth, and I'm like, I don't have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so naturally I want to try it out. And it is a really good fighting game, I'm not gonna lie, and out of all the other versus games I've played, it plays quite like them. I will be getting Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as well. I played this for about 10 hours, because it's got an in-game timer, but you've already heard about me and not being able to get into fighting games that much, but hey, by my standards, I actually got into this quite a bit, so yeah. Props to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Right. Power Stone, another one that I didn't actually play when it first came out, but this is a really good fun. This is what I think is like Smash Brothers, but in a full 3D sort of arena, you know. I've played this game quite a bit with a friend. It's a lot of fun, it really is. It's not the most complicated fighter, it's more party-based, if anything, actually, but it's still really kick-ass and a lot of fun to play. Dead or Alive 2, one of my favourites. I've stated in the past that I really like the Dead or Alive games. This was my first one. It actually came with a bundle. I don't know where I got this, actually. I just remember always having it. It's weird. Did this come with a bundle with the Dreamcast? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Dead or Alive 2. Awesome. Virtua Fighter 3. Now, considering this was made by AM2, it wasn't it? I think. Well, Yu Suzuki anyway. The same guy that made Shenmue. You look at the graphics and they're really underwhelming compared to Shenmue, you know. I'm just saying, for the same developer, it's quite clear where all the development budget went. But still an okay game, probably one of the weakest of the Virtua Fighter series, but still good. Right. And Soulcalibur, oh yes. Now, I actually have a really bad confession to make. This was one of the first games I got with my Dreamcast. And I traded it in. As soon as I got it, I traded it in. I don't know, this is stupider than that whole Paper Mario incident, alright? I kept saying to myself, oh, I only need one fighting game and I've got Ready to Rumble boxing, that'll do. There's no comparison, this is the far superior game, and the fact that I traded it in just astounds me. I played it enough to have a bit of nostalgia for it, and I know it's a fucking amazing game, but yeah, I was really fucking stupid to do that. I am forever filled with shame. But Soulcalibur, my favourite Soulcalibur as well. So yeah, pick that up. Right. Here's one of the series actually. Toy Commander and Toy Racer. Toy Commander was, I think it was a launch title for the Dreamcast, and it is one of the funnest multiplayer experiences you will ever have, you know, playing as like toy trucks and planes and all that. And I don't know, it's just one of those things I have so much nostalgia for. Toy Racer, on the other hand, this actually was only released in Europe, to my knowledge, because it was one of the latest Dreamcast games. And I didn't get into this one that much. I just really got it because it was a part of the Toy series, if you will. But yeah, Toy Commander is way better than Toy Racer, in my opinion. Okay. Another series, Crazy Taxi and Crazy Taxi 2. Essentially, they're the same game, I'll admit it. Crazy Taxi, I have a lot of nostalgia with this. Playing with my cousin, we used to... I couldn't tell you how much we played this. It was just so much fun. And it's best played on the Dreamcast, in my honest opinion. GameCube, PS2 versions, they suck, yeah. Crazy Taxi 2, like I said, not that much of a difference, other than, you know, a new city to explore. A lot of the sort of mini-games are different. Well, the same, rather. They're the same. A few of them are different, though. So, it's kind of an expansion pack, really, but I'd still say it's alright to have. So, yeah. Crazy Taxi 2, by default, is kind of my favourite of these two, though. Just let me tidy up this stack here. Okay. Now we're going to talk about a few JRPGs, okay? I've got 3 for the Dreamcast, and sadly you can play all of these on different consoles now. But anyway, here we have Phantasy Star Online. This is version 2. I just want to say, by the way, if you guys think this isn't worth picking up because, you know, it was essentially an MMO, and now that it's discontinued, there's not much point in you know, playing it now by yourself. Don't say that, because this is actually, there's still a really good game to be had here. I got really addicted to this. I played it for about 35 hours, just grinding up and making my way to the end. To be honest, I didn't actually beat it, because I think I got to level 27. Yeah, it was 27. And the last boss killed me with one hit on this move. I was a human, and I was a... I don't know, I was one of the dudes, I think. Yeah. And the final boss kept killing me with one hit, so... And it takes hours to level grind in this game, so I didn't really have the time to beat it, sadly. But I did really enjoy it. And I am going to pick up Phantasy Star Episodes 1 and 2 for the GameCube, because apparently it's a lot easier to level up in that version. So I'll probably get a bit farther. Excuse me. So yeah, but still a really good game if you are interested, you know, check it out, definitely. Right. Grandia 2. Unlike Grandia 1, I actually bet this one. But I wouldn't say it's as good as Grandia 1. But still a really damn good game. Great combat, music. The story is a bit hit and miss. But overall, this is a very good JRPG. It's also on the PS2 and the PC, but those versions are apparently really buggy compared to this version. So yeah, you gotta play it on the Dreamcast. That's not my fanboyism talking. But yeah, love this game anyway, good game. And of course my all-time favourite Japanese RPG, Skies of Arcadia. Do I have to say anything? I did a 183 part Let's Play on this fucking thing, okay? I don't think I have to, other than the fact that, yeah, love this fucking game. Alright, here we go, another series right here. 2 of my all-time favourite games, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, I'm sure you can all gather that I prefer playing these on the Dreamcast to the GameCube any day, especially this, because it sucks horribly on the GameCube. Seriously. I've already expressed my hate for that version, but yeah. Overall, I think Sonic Adventure 1 is better than 2, but yeah, I still love them both. They both hold a special place in my heart. They're the two only like really good 3D Sonic games. You know, the sort of 9 to 10 out of 10 quality to them. Whereas every other 3D Sonic game to ever come out is sort of 7. Well, I'm not trying to put a number on them, I'm just saying Sega has not made a good 3D Sonic game other than these two. Well, a great 3D Sonic. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about this. I love these games! Yeah, next on the pile.